With patience and steadiness, all he must bear, ready to meet every challenge with care. Easy in manner, yet solid as steel, strong in his faith, refreshingly real. Isn't afraid to propose what is bold, doesn't conform to the usual mold. Eyes that have foresight, for hindsight won't do. Never backs down when he sees what is true, tells it all straight, and means it all too. Yes, I am talking about an ideal leader. I am Shukonna Mukherjee and I feel privileged beyond all measure to have been invested with the responsibility of inviting you all on behalf of the management and esteemed faculty to the Investiture Ceremony of East West Model School for the session 2021 to 22. Today, we officially invest our newly appointed student council members with power and authority. It's a red letter day in the calendar of our school because it's a step further in the making of nation builders and potential leaders who will make a difference in the world. With good leadership, you can create a vision and motivate others around you to achieve and transform that into a reality. A world without a leader is like a ship without her captain. So please join us on this virtual platform to celebrate the indomitable spirit of our young and talented leaders who pledge to lead the school from the front with commitment and confidence. May I now request our respected President Sir Dr. S.K. Das to address us all.
Students, I am very happy to know that each of the classes in East West Model School elected their class representatives or captain as leaders. This is a very positive step to build up the mind of leadership among the younger to cope up with next status of forthcoming social, educational and political life. History says the best of the leaders came out of student life. Mention may be made of Swami Vivekananda to Subhash Chandra Bose, Nehru to Amartya Sen and many others. The captain of each house looks forward to maintain discipline, punctuality, responsibility for the betterment of the school. I have firm belief that captain of each house of East West Model School will become the torchbearer of forthcoming life to save the nation in future. My best wishes and blessings to the new leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words, and I can't agree more with you that the best leaders come out of student life. A school is like a miniature society. It's a child's first introduction to the world outside. Therefore, we seek to foster a sense of self-respect, self-discipline, sacrifice, integrity, and the intention to care for others in our children, keeping in mind that each one has the potential to become a future leader. May I now request our respected officiating principal, Sir Mr. Angshuman Bhaumik, to grace us with his thoughts about the investiture ceremony.
Investiture ceremony is one of the memorable events of every new academic year. This makes every child to discover the leadership in him or her. When this ceremony takes place in a school, the vested candidates feel a sense of pride in them that they are leader in making for the future. This event considered to be an event of great joy that radiates happiness all around. There is a saying, great things are achieved through great leadership, and greater leaders are created in the four walls of a classroom. Respected President Sir, Secretary Ma'am, members of teaching and non-teaching staff, and my dear students. It is my proud privilege to extend a hearty welcome to you all to this very momentous occasion of Investiture Ceremony of East West Model School. Respected President Sir and Secretary Ma'am, we thank you both for having spared your valuable time to grace us with your august presence. Your being here is a source of inspiration for us all. East West Model School is an institution which has been famed to always take the road less traveled. While giving pure academics the due importance it deserves, East West Model School is always endeavored to provide its students with that little extra something which makes this school so unique. We understand better. We understand better than anyone else the need for continuous improvement in leadership skill. As far as our children is concerned, we promise to conquer peak after challenging peak of successes. We deem it our duty to make use of every opportunity and be the best in all that we do. My dear duly appointed leaders, the word investiture comes from the Latin vesture, and it is defined as the official installation of an incumbent at his or her office. Moreover, the investiture ceremony is an academic ceremony that has been symbolized as the pursuit of knowledge and knowledge sharing since the Middle Age. Therefore, schools and colleges take this ceremony as an opportunity to welcome and celebrate a new era of progress. To conclude, I want to extend my thanks to our dear parents for joining us on this beautiful and inspiring day. Wishing a grand success to all my young leaders of my school.
Thank you, Angshuman sir, for your uplifting and kind words. I'm sure that our children will imbibe all that you have said. And thanks for always being the perfect role model for all of us. It is said that music is for life, and what can be more fulfilling than listening to a song that celebrates leadership? Please welcome Juhi Barman from Class 11, who is set to uplift our moods with her song, The Leader in Me.
First things first, I am ready now. Change is good, I won't let you down. I'll create an electric shock tonight. So I'll be a lighthouse for the ones that can't be found. Yeah, I'll be a lighthouse for the ones that can't be found. I'll stand up, I know what's right. I see the leader in me. Take my talents, let them fly. I see the leader in me. Show the world what's on my mind. I see the leader in me. Do my part, I'll reach the sky. I see the leader in me. Proud and firm, I will take a stand. I will lead, come and take my hand. I am in this to win it, yeah. For life. So I'll be a lighthouse for the ones that can't be found. Yeah, I'll be a lighthouse for the ones that can't be found. I'll stand up, I know what's right. I see the leader in me. Take my talents, let them fly. I see the leader in me. Show the world what's on my mind. I see the leader in me. Do my part, I'll reach the sky. I see the leader in me.
Juhi, your mellifluous voice adds more color to the event. May I now request our respected teacher in charge, ma'am, Miss Shreyoshidhar, to present her thoughts to us.
A warm good morning to one and all witnessing the investiture ceremony of East West Model School. Honorable President Sir, esteemed Secretary Ma'am, respected officiating Principal Sir, my worthy teachers, my beloved students, and my precious parents. It is definitely a matter of pride and privilege for me to address our newly appointed Student Council on this empowering day. Yes, it is the Investiture Ceremony of East West Model School Session 2021-22. Here at East West Model School, we teach, we learn, we lead, we prepare, we execute, we excel, we shine, we repeat. Today, we are here to bestow our blessings to our new leaders and officially hand over the charges and responsibilities to them. And indeed, I'm honestly very thrilled because I am sure the leaders of today are definitely the leaders of tomorrow. Well, I would want to quote a mythological character, Janus, from the Roman mythology. Well, he has two faces, one which looks outward, and that is the energetic and more ambitious and young face, and the other looking inward, reflecting the past, which is a more mature and a wiser face. My dear leaders, what's important for you is to ask these four basic questions, which is, where am I today? Second, how did I get here? What I mean when I say how did I get here is you need to contemplate on your strengths, the things which you did right, the drive, the commitment, and the passion which brought you here. The third important question for you is, where would I like to go? Definitely, great leaders have a vision, and the world makes way for a person who knows where he or she is going. And the fourth important question that you need to ask yourselves is that, what's my strategy and my plan to achieve that destination? Great leaders bring about changes in themselves and their lives, and they also change the lives of others with their positive guidance and influence. Here, I can say that Janus is actually representing the new beginnings, the new transitions, the new transformations, and the process of going beyond form for all of you. So my question to you, dear students, is, are you ready for the change? Are you ready to have an open mind? Are you ready to learn? These are very vital. Do you have the perspective to see what is far as if it was near and have a vision? Leaders must be very good with what they should do and what they should not do. What I mean to say is, it's too important for all of you, as you are the members of the Student Council, to have a to-do list and a not to-do list. Just like the two-headed Janus, you need to blend your ambition and looking forward for the future with your active participation and also the reflection, the creativity, and the experiences of the past. When all this comes together, magic happens. And as leaders, it is also very important to take others along with you in your success goal. But make sure, my dear leaders, you are leaning on the right wall. Make sure to make right choices and right decisions. That makes you a capable leader. My dear student cabinet members, this is your time. My heartiest congratulations to the head boy, head girl, deputy head boy, deputy head girl, house captains and vice captains of Tagore House, Nivedita House, Kalam House, and Subhash House. And to add to the list, our worthy class representatives from classes LKG to class 12. My dear leaders, have the capacity to envision, to anticipate, to innovate, to engage, to articulate, to simplify, to empower, to inspire, to execute, and to preserve. That is what makes you great leaders, and that is what great leaders have performed in the book of history, because they are the ones who created history. Be pushed by challenges and be pulled by vision, and make sure to keep service above self and always learn to place others above your selfish interests. Learn to serve, learn to be for others. That is what is the role of great leaders. I would love to state one poem called The Servant Leader by Brewer to all of you, which is a poem of paradoxes. It's really intellectual, and I would love if you would contemplate on it and understand what kind of leaders are the ideal ones. It's not easy to be an ideal one. Listen to this carefully. Servant leader, strong enough to be weak, successful enough to fail, busy enough to make time, wise enough to say, I don't know, serious enough to laugh, rich enough to be poor, right enough to say, I am wrong, compassionate enough to discipline, mature enough to be childlike, important enough to be last, planned enough to be spontaneous, controlled enough to be flexible, free enough to endure captivity, knowledge enough to ask questions, loving enough to be angry, great enough to be anonymous, responsible enough to play, assured enough to be rejected, victorious enough to lose, industrious enough to relax, and leading enough to serve. Students of East West Model School who have got this privilege to serve the institution as the members of the Student Council, my best wishes to all of you and my blessings. Thank you. Have a good day. Stay safe. Keep working hard.
Thank you, Shreyoshi ma'am, for those kind and precious words. Thank you for always being the troubleshooter. I'm sure that the children will have a lot to learn from you. Let us now be witness with God Almighty to the solemn promise that these young leaders will pledge. We must remember that it's not just to God that they are pledging to uphold the integrity and honor of the institution, but also to their own selves, their teachers, and their fellow friends.
I do solemnly pledge, in the presence of God and His assembly, that I shall faithfully serve as a responsible member of the Student Council of East West Model School, Burdwan. I promise to abide by the rules and regulations that govern our institution, and to be honest and true to the core values that it stands for. I promise to carry out all the duties and responsibilities entrusted to me with courage, conviction, and above all, to uphold the integrity of our alma mater at all times. I hereby affirm that I will always honor the faith and trust reposed in me, and work selflessly and righteously for the prestige and glory of our school. So, help me God.
A leader is one who kindles a great light in the world, someone who sets up blazing torches in the dark streets of life, who walks through the dark paths of the world, himself a light. I feel immense pride to introduce you to our newly appointed student council, a bunch of enthusiastic, passionate, and motivated students who show the great promise of being exemplary leaders of the future.
A very good morning to our Honorable President Sir, Secretary Ma'am, Principal Sir, teachers, staff, parents, and all the students of East West Model School. An organization's ability to learn and translate that learning into action rapidly comes from its firm and kind leaders. I am grateful to our respected President Sir and Secretary Ma'am for making sure we learn not only the bookish informations but also values and skills essential to succeed in the real world even during this pandemic situation. I would like to thank our Principal Sir, Ongshuman Sir, and Teacher in Charge, Shirshi Miss, and all the faculty and staff of East West Model School for entrusting upon me the responsibility of the head boy of this esteemed institution. Several years have passed since my inception in this school, and the experiences I have encountered have helped me become a better version of myself through all these years. Nothing precious comes so easily, and this title didn't either. The work that I had to put during the selection process made me realize the importance and value of this post. I hereby pledge to carry out my roles and responsibilities with utmost devotion, honesty, sincerity, commitment, and optimism. I would also like to congratulate the newly appointed members of the Student Council for the session 2021-22. I would also request my fellow Modelians to cooperate with the members of the Student Council so that our school can reach the pinnacle of success not only in academics but also in other co-curricular activities. Let us remember that only when there's teamwork and collaboration, great things can be achieved. Let us join hands together and pave the way for a better, glorious, mesmerizing tomorrow. Let us make this year a beautiful one with dedication and determination. Thank you.
Wishing a very good morning to our respected President Sir, our Honorable Secretary Ma'am, our much esteemed officiating Principal Anshuman Bhomik Sir, our Honorable Teacher in Charge Sreshidhar Ma'am, my respected teachers, my fellow friends, my loving seniors and my precious juniors. It is really an honor for me to be standing here today as the head girl of East West Model School and delivering a speech. First of all, my hearty congratulations to all the other prefects. I really look forward to work with you all and make this session an outstanding one. As the rule of the world is to replace and preserve its duties, once again, the day has come when East West Model School is preserving its responsibilities. The school, the holy premises of East West Model School, has not only injected in me the seed of education, but also it has molded me, shaped me, and given me a new identity. The contribution of each member of East West Model School cannot be described in terms of mere words, starting from my teachers to my friends to even the non-teaching staffs. All are very much responsible for making me. And I think we can always witness the purest bond we share among the students of East West Model School. I consider myself to be the luckiest to get some lovely juniors who are always there to cheer me up. And it will be very sinful if I don't mention the outstanding bunch of seniors I got who are always there beside me extending their helping hand. Without wasting much time, I would really like to thank all the honorable members of the management team of East West Model School. I would really like to express my gratitude to my parents, whom I value more than the twice of my existence. The coming year would count on for more responsibilities on my end, and I promise to give back my level best in the service of the school. And I stand here today as the head girl of this prestigious institution, not just to own the title, but to prove myself through my works. I stand here today not just to lead you all, but to work cooperatively and fulfill every vision of the coming year. I really hope that I can work hard to preserve the integrity and honor as the head girl of East West Model School. Once again, thanks to all who have made me the me of today. Thank you. Have a nice day.
It fills me with immense pride and to a certain degree satisfaction to see that these bright, young, and capable students shall lead us forth. I congratulate all on behalf of the management, our President Sir Dr. S.K. Das, our Secretary Ma'am Mrs. Nandita Das, our officiating Principal Sir Mr. Ramshumon Bhaumik, and our Teacher in Charge Ma'am Ms. Shreyoshidhar. We all wish to see passionate and exemplary leadership from our student council, and may they always keep the flag of East West Model School flying high. It is said that great people see adversities not as obstacles but as opportunities. It's the sign of a great leader to convert the strongest of mischance into a stepping stone. Our belief is further fortified by an inspiring song sung by Nilanjana Chatterjee of class 11.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My goal is turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep, say I'm in too deep. And it's been 2 years I miss my home, but there's a fire burning in my bones. Still believe, yeah I still believe. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me. A lot of fire left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me. Now I've still got a lot of fire left in me.
We sure do have very talented students. Thank you, Nilanjana, for that wonderful and motivating song. Your voice is like music even to the heavens. It is said that an individual has not started living until he rises above the confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. So true, isn't it? Nothing in life can actually be achieved without teamwork, and today I deem it my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks to place on record the contribution of every noble heart towards the resounding success of this event. First, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our respected President Sir Dr. S.K. Das and to our respected Secretary Ma'am Ms. Nandita Das for relentlessly working towards giving shape to their vision and for their valuable contribution. I'm very grateful to our respected officiating principal sir Mr. Ongshuman Bhaumik for his inestimable kindness and for always being a light to guide and encourage us. I express my special thanks to our respected teacher in charge ma'am Ms. Shreoshidhar for her constant stewardship, support, commitment and for always keeping the momentum alive. My sincere thanks to our erudite, motivated and competent teachers who are working tirelessly to not only ensure that our students excel academically but also striving to instill in them the noble values of honesty, accountability, respect, empathy, determination, resilience and passion. Values which will finally converge to make an ideal leader. I am immensely grateful to our non-teaching staff for making this event a grand success. I express my immense thanks and gratitude to Proshenjit sir and Manoj sir and all the housemasters and housemistresses for putting this event together. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all the parents who have put their trust in us and all the students who have always cooperated with us and who show great promise of becoming the torchbearers of not only the values of the school but the values of our entire country. Thank you all for taking the time and being with us to celebrate our future leaders. Life is not about isolated success or failures. Every human being is bound by a common thread. A great leader will always make the hard choice to sacrifice his own self in order to enhance the life of others around himself. He must have the ability to show respect, empathy, and care to those that follow him, because you can have a leader only when there is a team. A leader must be in a state of perpetual preparation to embrace the inevitable changes around himself. He must have faith in himself and be passionate about what he does. A leader must have enormous confidence in himself, and he also should be a very good communicator and listen to others. He must set examples by putting his best foot forward and never give up, whatever the situation may be. Such pretty thoughts, isn't it? Hard to convert to reality, you must be thinking. But we at East West Model School strive tirelessly to inculcate in our children these virtues that will forge a leader out of them. Today's ceremony is a preface to the long story of these bright students who we believe will mature into responsible and confident contributors to the world. With this hope, we would like to end our virtual program. I would request you all to shower your blessings on our student leaders so that they can deliver their duties to the best of their abilities. Thank you all for your kind support.